F1, circus, must respect Las Vegas locals, Lewis Hamilton. Las Vegas. Seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton has called on Formula One to be wary of the impact this weekend's Las Vegas Grand Prix will have on residents of the city. The sport returns to Las Vegas for the first time in 40 years this weekend as it prepares to race around a 3.8-mile street circuit amid the city's most famous landmarks. The Grand Prix, which has been hyped as the biggest sporting event in America by a number of the commercial partners involved, is viewed by some local residents as an unwanted disruption. Although many of the casinos that line Las Vegas' famous Strip are on board with F1's $500 million investment, those in service jobs such as taxi drivers and hotel cleaners have raised concerns. For months their routines and commutes have been impacted by preparations for the event, and they struggle to see an upside as Saturday night's race looms into view. "I've heard there's been a lot of complaints about the event being here from the locals," Hamilton told Sky Sports News. "I think we have to be respectful of the locals here. So many people working so hard. There's a lot of money and wealth in this city. We've got to make sure people are taken care of. We can't be a circus that shows up that's all glitz and glamour and people are affected negatively by it, in my opinion." Speaking in a press conference after the race's opening ceremony on Wednesday night, Hamilton added, "Hopefully it's just something just short-term. Maybe in the future we'll be able to do things better so people aren't disrupted as much. I'm really proud of my Mercedes team. We just had 15 kids from local communities come in today from underprivileged schools to see the garage. That's stuff we need to do more of, and it's something every team and the sport should be doing more of that stuff." Hamilton acknowledged F1's desire to capitalize on the growth of the sport's popularity in the United States, but hopes the Las Vegas race, which currently has a 3-year contract, will eventually appeal to local residents. "This is one of the most iconic cities there is and unique cities that they have here amongst the other amazing cities they have in America," he said. "All the lights, the show, it is a big show for sure. It's never going to be like Silverstone. But maybe over time, the people in the community here will grow to love the sport just as we've had the privilege of growing up and experiencing, maybe." Las Vegas. Max Verstappen has labeled this weekend's Las Vegas Grand Prix as 99% show and 1% sporting event, following Wednesday's opening ceremony at the street circuit. The race, which will take place on Saturday evening, has been likened to the Super Bowl by Formula One executives, who are also the promoters of the event. Hype leading up to race weekend culminated in an opening ceremony on Wednesday night, headlined by Kylie Minogue and John Legend. The drivers were then presented in front of the main grandstand on 5 stages lining the pit straight. "For me, you can skip this," Verstappen said of the ceremony. "For me, you can skip this." Asked if he'd shared his opinions on the race with F1, Verstappen said, "I don't know. I guess they still make money if I like it or not, so it's not up to me. But I'm also not going to fake it. I just always voice my opinion on positive things and negative things. That's just how I am. Some people like the show a bit more. I don't like it at all. I grew up just looking at the performance side of things and that's how I see it as well. So for me, I like to be in Vegas, but not so much for racing." Verstappen went on to say that he did not expect F1 to react to drivers' opinions of the race, good or bad. "We are not a stakeholder, so we just go with it," he added. "They decide what they do, right? I would do the same if I was the owner. I wouldn't listen to the drivers. It's my sport. I would do with it what I want if that would be the case." The 3-time world champion doesn't hold much hope for the quality of the racing around the new 3.8-mile street circuit, which features a 1.2-mile straight along Las Vegas' famous Strip. "There's not many corners to be honest. I don't know," he said. "It also will depend a bit probably on how grippy it is. Doesn't look like it has a lot of grip, but we'll go with the flow. I don't think it's that exciting. That's the only thing. I think already for me a street circuit is not that exciting, especially with these new cars. They are just too heavy. When you have low grip that doesn't help. The scenery will look great, driving through the Strip, but the layout itself is not the most exciting. Driving an F1 car is a lot more fun with a lot of high-speed corners. but around here there is not many high-speed corners. Thanks for watching NY Sports News. Stay tuned for more updates.